Dear students of Honors Part 4, welcome to the class. I am Siddhartha Shankar, an assistant professor in English in Government Horoganga College, Munshiganj. Dear students, in my previous class, I have discussed on Dr. Aziz, and you have got a good idea about that character. And today, I am going to discuss on another important character of this novel, that is Cyril Fielding. That E.M. Foster, he observed both the Britishers and the Indians, Native Indians, very closely whenever he was in India. Therefore, it is basically written from his first-hand experience. And in this character, Cyril Fielding, we will find that Cyril Fielding is a spokesman of E.M. Foster. Basically, this character, is basically closely associated with E.M. Foster, and the attitude and the objective of E.M. Foster has been reflected through this character, Cyril Fielding. And Cyril Fielding was the principal of Chandrapur Government College, and he was a very educated, seasoned, and polished personality. And among the Englishmen in this novel, we find him the most soothing and the most pleasant character. And he played very important role in building up the relationship between the native Indians and the Britishers. And he was very much comfortable in conversation, and he was very friendly personality, and he developed friendship with both the Britishers and the Indians. Therefore, he basically was comfortable in making conversation and one-to-one conversation. And E.M. Foster was basically the supporter of liberal humanism, and through the character of Cyril Fielding, E.M. Foster serves his purpose. That means here the Cyril Fielding is the model character through whom that liberal humanism has been projected. And Cyril Fielding, he always gave importance on mutual respect, and he has courtesy in him, and he was very much intelligent person. Therefore, he gives importance on mutual respect, courtesy, and intelligence as a educated person. And he gives importance on educating the individuals, the Indian persons. Therefore, he wanted to minimize the gap between the ruler and the ruled. The other Britishers were very much partial to their thinking, and they had colonizer attitude, the attitude the colonizers used to have. But in the character of Cyril Fielding, we find that he is devoid of that racism. He is devoid of such racism. That means he honored the Indians. That means he honored the intelligence and courtesy, and therefore whenever he found that, irrespective of races, he honored that. He is basically an idol personality here in this novel. And he developed a very good relationship, a very good friendship with Dr. Aziz. Dr. Aziz and he shared many private things with each other, and Dr. Aziz was also an intelligent man, a doctor, physician, and the both were very good friends to a certain level of this novel. And Dr. Aziz at one stage uh, avoided Cyril Fielding because of his personal ego, but Cyril Fielding, always a police person, he was basically knew what is happening there, and he never left Dr. Aziz. And uh, uh, in this novel we find that Cyril Fielding is a bachelor at the beginning, and he believes in making friendship rather than marrying. Therefore, if he had a favor for making friendship. And mm, Cyril Fielding was an English, no doubt, but he always hated the Englishness embedded in the English. That means the ego, the supremacy that the English people thought they had, and Cyril Fielding was basically against that type of thinking. That means he abhorred or he questions the Englishness that is embedded in the English. And after the trial of Dr. Aziz, there was a gap between the friendship of Dr. Aziz and Cyril Fielding, and at that point he became very much tired to make the breeze for between the English and the Indians or the native Indians. And therefore, in this novel, we find that Cyril Fielding has been represented as a spokesman of the novelist, and through him, William Foster wanted to minimize the conflict among these two races, the English and the British Indians. And in Cyril Fielding, we find the reflection of a true educated fellow, and in him we never find any superstition. He is devoid of the typical superstitions, and therefore the readers always he wins the love of the readers. Cyril Fielding wins the love of the readers, especially the Oriental readers, and he through him we come to know that the breeze between Indian people, or the Indians and the English, or the colonizer and the colonized, is very difficult to build. And at the end of the novel, we find that he met Dr. Aziz at his workplace, and the misunderstanding was dissolved between the two people, Cyril Fielding and Dr. Aziz, but the total conflict between the races was not minimized. And this is the actuality, or this is the facts that we find through the character of Cyril Fielding. So dear students, today I have tried to give you some idea about this major character, Cyril Fielding, and in my later classes I will discuss some other important characters of this novel. So thanks for watching today.